Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where... Are you ready for this stuff?
Am I ready? Hit me.
We're only halfway through the couples retreat.
No.
That's what they say in the beginning. Caster Pal says in the beginning, we're halfway through the couples retreat. Oh my God. How many episodes are they going to drag the couples retreat through?
No, that's not possible because at the end of this week's episode, they're
Right, but it
packing
was...
up.
No, he said this at the beginning. So there were 2 episodes dedicated to the couples retreat. So, yeah. It's... How long do you think that couples retreat really is? 2 weeks?
I think
it's 2 days?
3 days tops, 2 nights.
Like
3
a long
nights,
weekend,
maybe.
right?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
always thought. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guys, we're here. Married at First Sight, Season 17, Episode 17.
Ugh.
Do you like my new glasses?
They're cute.
They're
They
the
look like your old
Progressives.
ones. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you did it. Isn't it
Yeah.
amazing?
It's amazing. I can't wear them all the time.
You'll get used to it. Trust me, you will get used to it. I thought
Well,
that too.
Yeah.
I've had mine for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me I want to say 2 weeks-ish before I was like I could do anything in them. Truly.
Well,
And
here's
now
the
I
problem.
can't see at all without them.
I can't wear them when I'm reclined in any way. Like if I'm watching TV in bed at night, I can't watch them because I'm reclined. And so I'm looking out kind of the bottom of
Right.
my
But
glasses.
if you're propped up a little bit,
Yeah.
are you laying flat?
I don't lay super propped up.
Oh.
Do you want to come over and we'll just get in bed together and I could demonstrate?
Of course. We can get a snuggle session and I'll show you how to see from your bed.
Guys, my name's Amy. I'm here with the butter to my... No, the sauce to my... No, the noodle to my meatball. We haven't talked about it in a long time. That
I
you're my
know.
noodle.
I'm the
Mhm.
noodle.
Do you know I
I'm
call
a
my
noodle.
daughter Noodle?
I know that.
Mm-hmm. It's a term of endearment over here.
And you're my meatball.
I
It's
am
funny.
the little meatball.
In my house, we call meatballs balls meat because when the boys were little, that's what they used to call them. Like they said it backwards when they were tiny, like learning how to talk. And
Balls meat. That's funny.
balls meat. So I always say we're having spaghetti and balls meat.
That's pretty good.
Isn't that funny?
We're actually having spaghetti and balls meat tonight. So we're in Northeast Pennsylvania. We were supposed to get like 15 inches of snow, and there's like a dusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
I'll take it.
2 inches.
Oh,
this
not
morning.
us. We have a
Really?
dusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we had a good 2, I think. It's already starting to melt though. So
Oh no, you could
whatever.
you could totally see the grass in the road.
Oh
Like
no.
it's...
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I am further north than you, so it's missing us. Yeah.
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 Cray,
Okay.
cray.
Any other announcements that you could think of?
Announcements.
We'll
What
be right here with
announcement?
your Prison Brides on... Oh,
Yeah, guys, jump into Prison Brides if you're not listening.
I do have a little bit of an
Okay.
announcement. It's just a
Ooh.
little switch.
Okay.
Prison Brides will be on Saturday this week instead of Friday, because on Friday we're dropping our crossover with Ace and Caitlin. We did Lover, Stalker, Killer with them,
Yeah, that was
and they're dropping it on their feed on Friday, so we had to do it at the same time. So that will drop Friday. Prison Brides will be in your ear holes Saturday morning when you're doing your house cleaning. How about that?
So why are we not dropping it on Friday for our Prison Brides fans? Why are
Because
we making them wait for Kate?
I can't drop 2 on the same day. It just goes against my religion.
Well, that's bullshit because I'm not letting my show take a back seat. So
Svea's going to have to wait for us. Hottie McCrimes is going to have to wait till Saturday.
Backdoor friends, just know that I have your back here. Amy doesn't. Just
Did
saying.
you know, by the way, that we're at 1,000 people?
I know. Isn't that nuts?
It's kind of nuts. It's kind of amazing that we have 1,000. Like, we just literally... I just kind of was like, I'm going to try out a podcast, and 1,000 people are in this Facebook group.
I mean,
it's amazing.
It was a good idea.
It's amazing. All right, my friend, here we go. Are you ready? We're going to Pound Town. No, we're not. We're going to
Not
no Pound Town. This is Married at First Sight, season 17, episode 17, Crash and Bond. Caster Pal tells us we are halfway through the couples retreat. And I just wrote, what? What? What?
Most of my notes for this week say, "Fuck off, Orion. Fuck off, Orion. Fuck
Orion
off,
can
Orion.
fuck right off.
Fuck the fuck off, Orion. Fuck off, Orion. Fuck off, Orion."
I
Like,
hate this
no.
motherfucker. Like,
You know,
dude, I'm sure you're a fine human. Just go away.
I
Just go
don't think
away.
no, I don't think you are a fine human. I think you're a fucking piece of shit.
Just go
And I'm
away, dude.
sorry. Stop terrorizing her. Go away.
They're terrorizing Lauren at this point.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
we pick up with Bremily and they're in the hospital and oh, Stephanie, Brennan is doing all the work.
Oh, I
He
know.
is
He's a
okay.
real American hero.
I will say I didn't hate him this episode, which
I
is
know, I didn't
a
either.
reprieve for me
I
from my
know,
rage.
I know,
But come on, dude.
I know.
Come on. We can see you. We can see
Amy,
you.
he has been waiting his whole life to play a hero like this.
Yeah, here we
I
go.
swear he
Mhm.
has.
So Emily does not have a concussion. She just needs stitches. I mean, that gash
Oh my
is
god, her poor eye is so swollen. I feel so bad. The amount of blood in her hair
mhm,
was
mhm.
s
I have a
mind
story about that I'm gonna get to.
oh, I already know it, I think.
So Brennan calls Claire and tells the group about the accident, and he says the branch went under her helmet. So
Oh.
we thought she flipped. I don't think she flipped.
Mm,
I
mm-mm.
think that what we saw was her helmet cam getting hit off.
Mhm, mhm.
It missed her eye, thank God.
Thank God.
Missed all the parts that could have caused major damage, and
Yeah,
Emily cries when she gets on the phone with them, and Claire realizes this was scary, and Emily says, "I didn't know if I was okay for a minute."
I know, and I
Now,
understand that. That's a scary feeling.
you know that I've had a head injury. So, long story
Yeah.
short, I got into a fist fight when I was 15, and the girl hit me with a payphone receiver,
I
like,
know.
real hard, and
This
I
is one of my
needed
favorite stories, you
I
guys.
needed, like I'm not gonna get into the full story, but I needed, like, 6 staples right in my head, right about where
Hers are.
Emily's gash was,
Yep.
and she had hit me with the payphone, and then when I had her on the ground and I was beating on her, she
Mm,
got her leg up with her high heel boot on and kicked me in the head further, so it opened up the wound. The amount of blood that was
I know.
pouring down my face, like, and let me tell you something, I still help me.
Viscerally
Thank
react.
you. Remember this.
Yeah.
Like, I remember it, but the moment that sticks out to me the most is when I came back from the hospital that night, we had a clawfoot tub, and my mom put my head over the tub and she washed all the blood out of my hair. And it was
Mhm,
so like comforting in
mhm.
that moment because it is so traumatic
I know.
to have a head wound like that. Like, obviously, mine wasn't quite as serious as Emily's,
Right.
but you literally are drenched in blood, and my
Mhm.
mom said so I was away from my house, and some guy let me, like, jump in his car, and he drove me home, and, I ran up to the front door, and my mother opened the door, and she just started screaming because she said she couldn't tell where the blood was coming from, she thought it was coming from my eyes,
Uh,
like, it was just pouring down your face. So
oh,
it
man.
is super traumatic, and I feel Emily in this moment, and when I heard her say like, mine obviously was not like this, I knew I was okay. But when I heard her say last week, like, "Am I okay?"
Yeah.
That bothered me.
Here's something that is so wild to me about you. How is it that between you and I,
Yeah.
you are the one that's been in a fist fight and I haven't?
Dude, the fist fight was not my like, I was trying to avoid it.
Okay.
I
I just
was
think it's wild that out of the two of us that you were the one that was in a fist fight. I was never
yeah,
in a fist fight.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I don't
wild.
know. It's weird.
I mean, I've had tons of injuries, but a head injury
Yeah.
is one that I've never had.
Oh,
Well,
it's
that's not
scary.
true.
It's
I
scary.
was in a bad accident a bunch of years ago on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Remember when I
Yeah.
crashed on the highway?
Mhm.
And I did hit my head off of something,
Mhm.
and I had, like, a huge black eye and goose egg, but I never had, like, a bloody head, ever.
Yeah, no, it's scary. I feel for her. Like,
Yeah,
she'll
I
never
do
get on
too.
ATV again, probably.
I don't blame her.
I don't
Or
blame
at
her
least
either.
put a helmet on that has, like, the shield. When you're in
Yeah.
the woods, does that not make sense? There's
Yeah, that makes
branches,
total
like,
sense.
just mostly just to protect your eyes is what I was thinking, like, why would
Yeah,
they that's
and
strange to
especially
me.
if it's cold, like, that would
Cold.
be warm. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a ski
Mhm.
helmet with the
Yeah, that's
thing.
exactly what I mean. Yeah, yeah.
So, Brennan is husband of the year. He's sitting there and Steph, it's in sickness and in health, he takes that
I know.
seriously,
He
you
really
know?
does.
He
I
really
mean,
does.
he's waited his whole life for this moment.
Yes, he
I'm happy
has.
for him.
Emily's like, "Thank you for taking care of me," and, they're cracking jokes. She's like, "See, I need to be monitored at all times, ha, ha, ha,"
Mhm, mhm.
He tells the camera she's a 4.5-inch gash and she'll ultimately need plastic surgery. So
Yeah,
again, this is way worse than what I had, but
yeah.
I
And
get
it
the
looks like
drift.
they had to, like, shave her head too, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
She looked like, did you
Mhm.
see Toy Story?
I know exactly where you're going with
The
this.
Cabbage Patch doll, the baby doll that comes in and he's like all beat to hell. That's what she looks like when she comes in. She rolls in looking like, what's his name? Big Baby or something
I
like
don't
that.
remember,
Yep.
but I know who you
Mhm.
mean.
Mhm.
That's funny.
So, later he's like, the fact that we were able to overcome this just says a lot about the bond that we have. I mean,
I mean,
first,
come
I
on.
almost died in a hot tub, and now, she gets hit with a branch. I mean,
I mean, that hot tub was a near-death
near
experience.
death. So Emily says she wants to return to the couples retreat to get hugs.
Mhm.
Okay. Chloe and Michael are getting
Although, can
ready.
we back up a second?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He says, "So, do you wanna go back to the retreat, or do you wanna go to your house? Please go to
Your
your house. Please go to
house.
your house. Please go to your house." Like, he was crossing his
I know.
fingers.
And he doesn't say our apartment. He says
No!
your house.
I
Mhm.
know!
Mhm.
That's what he was praying
Yeah.
that she did not wanna go back there, and I
I have
swear this whole time when she crashed, he was praying that, like, she had a TBI or something
and
so
would
he could
forget
get
they were
out of
married.
this. Yes!
Um, I have a question for you. Where Mhm.
Hit me.
I'm not saying this with any judgment,
Alright.
but I'm surprised, like, her family didn't come.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not local. Maybe they're not local. Like, they might be in New York, and by the time they got on
Oh,
a plane, you know what I
I
mean?
don't think they are, though.
I
Because
don't know.
remember we met her mom and dad and her sister?
Yeah,
I
but I
think they're
can't I
pretty
don't know.
local.
I
Although
don't
I
know
don't
if
know
they were there.
how far away this retreat was from where they were.
Right. Like, it might be a situation where it'll take me 3 hours to drive there, and by the
Mhm.
time I get there, you're out of the hospital, so as long as you're fine, you
Yeah.
know?
Although I can tell you if it was one of my boys, there would be no stopping me because 'cause I'm psycho.
So Chloe and Michael are getting ready to head to the resort, and he's bringing his skirt. Now, you and I have had a little argument over this.
We had I'd say a pretty
Mhm.
moderate size
Mhm.
argument over this.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I feel like Chloe is shaming him, and
I
I
disagree
thought about what you
completely.
said. I thought about what you said.
Well,
So
let's tell the
tell
people
us
what I
your
said.
stance. Tell us your
Alright.
stance.
Well, tell us yours first,
Okay.
so we could
So
tell the people, our friends, how this actually went down.
so I was saying that Chloe is wearing some ridiculous outfits.
And I
And
don't
I'm
think
like,
she
why
was.
is she trashing his fashion when she's wearing like stuff that looks like it came from Fashion Bug in the 90s? And I am not here to trash fashion. As we all know, I'm an Old Navy, repetitive
Leggings,
shopper.
yes, yes.
However, I'm not on national TV making fun of somebody else's fashion. So there's that.
Alright, so, I'm
But
gonna
wait,
say
I have
okay,
more.
okay. Oh, okay.
And I
Hold
just
on, hold
feel
on.
like he's not wearing like a meat dress to the Oscars. Like he's just wearing eccentric stuff. And
Right.
I feel like she's not okay with it. And
She's
it
not.
presses a button for me personally because I'm like, she's making fun of the misfit. Like she's making fun of the outcast. I don't like that.
See, I don't see her doing that at all. I
But
see it totally different. Alright, so let me get my
yeah,
points.
you brought me around and made a good point that she didn't choose him. She
She
was
didn't.
put with him and she needs some adjustment,
Right.
and
So
that's fine.
my whole point is, 1, I don't think her fashion sense was that weird. I mean, she had jeans and like a
Normally, I would not bat an eye on it or
Westernish,
at it, but the
that
fact that
orangey thing.
she's
Right.
calling him out makes me look
But
at it.
that thing to me was pretty normal. It was just a jacket. And then the other thing you pointed out was when she was wearing that sweater, which I remembered because I went back and watched it again last night.
Mhm.
And they're just kinda, like, all hanging out in the house. She had, like, leggings and threw
Mhm.
a big sweater on, like, it's
Mhm.
cold. Like, I think
Yeah.
I look like that all the
And he
time.
looks fine too. Like he's sitting there
Right.
in a skirt and he's got his like the
Okay.
skirt was long. It wasn't like it was a mini skirt.
Okay, can we let's hold up a second.
Okay.
I think what she's getting at is that she's not saying there's anything wrong with it. What
She's
she's
saying it's hard for
saying,
her to
it's
to
hard for her, and I
yeah.
feel like if you watched this entire episode, she goes out of her way to say, like, "He's a wonderful man. He's
Right.
such a good man. I
Right.
can't imagine having been paired with anyone else." She's
Right.
complimenting him. All she's saying is, "This is weird for me," and
Right.
that's okay.
That's okay.
She's not
No, you're
shaming
right.
him.
That's okay.
She's just
I
saying,
I guess
"I'm
I just
struggling with this."
always take up for the misfits of the world because
But
I
I
was
don't
one.
think, right, and I understand that, and there's a lot of ways that, believe it or not, like, I've been a misfit too, but I don't think, like, she's not really shaming him. She's just saying, "This isn't what I would have chosen for myself, but here we
Yeah.
are, and I'm trying to make the best of it. I'm just working through it." That's what she's
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
She's been nothing but kind.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
I'm gonna
she
tell you right now, if my husband showed up after work one day in a skirt wearing a big thing of fucking pearls, I would be like, "Ugh."
yeah, but I
Not
feel like that's because he like, if you met him and he was dressing eccentrically, I think you'd be okay with it.
right, and that's what I told you yesterday
But
when
for
we had
him to
this
kinda just
argument.
do it out of the blue would be a different story.
Right, but this is out of the blue for her because she
Right,
didn't choose him.
right, right. No, you're right, you're right.
So, I'm right, that's
I
all.
I am a little bit of a bleeding heart, I admit, and I always take up for the underdog, and I feel like I'm I'm I'm
But
picking up tones of shame, and I don't but
mm-mm,
here's what I'm gonna say, though. I don't think she's doing it purposely. Like, I don't
mm-mm.
think she means to intentionally shame him. I just feel between the conversation with Castor Pal and this, and a lot of the guys talking about it, like, they're shaming him, and I don't like that.
See, I don't, alright, we all know I'm not a bleeding heart, but I'm not, like, horrible.
Of
Like, I don't think
course.
I'm a horrible but I'm just saying, like, I don't see anyone really shaming him at all. They're all
Yeah.
kinda just embracing it and asking questions because I think it's kind of weird for all of them,
Yeah.
and
No, you're
not weird.
probably right. I
I
tend
think they're
to
all, you're
over
kind of I
sympathize.
think you're projecting,
A
truly.
100%. That's what
Yeah.
I just said.
No,
Yeah.
I know, I'm
I
just
all yeah,
see, guys, this
100%.
is how we fight.
100%. I think I also can admit when I'm looking at something wrong, and I think you're right. I think she just needs time, and we need to give her that grace.
Yeah, she does need time.
It
I
will
would
be a
need time
shame, though.
too.
I am gonna say this. It will be a real fucking shame if she throws him out because of this. We don't know what happens,
We
but I'm
don't
just gonna
know.
say if their marriage ends and this is the sticking point, that will be a shame because he's a really good guy. So far.
However,
So far.
so to defend him though,
Mhm.
how horrible would it be if she stuck it out and she's not finding herself attracted to him at
Well,
all,
she
and then
can't stick it out, right, if she's not
right.
attracted,
But
right.
but that would be a bigger disservice to him if she
Of
did.
course, of course. I'm just saying, like, if she can't get past this, she's losing a really good dude, I think.
I completely agree with you.
Will he
But
break our hearts and end up being some kind of misogynistic asshole?
I
Maybe,
don't think so. I
maybe.
just think they're vastly different in those ways, and I
I
think
think
when
she's pretty
you're,
conservative, like,
yeah,
in traditional.
traditional. Mhm. I
Mhm.
think she is too, and but I also think that we don't have to shame people for being traditional either. Just
No,
like,
absolutely
and I'm
not,
not saying
absolutely
it's
not.
right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just
Yeah,
saying we're all allowed our own tastes, and if that's not
yes,
hers, that's
yes,
okay for her. She's still being
yes.
very kind about it. It's
I
not like she's
just
like, "Oh my god, he's so fucking weird. I can't.
no,
This is
I agree.
ugh." She's not
I
doing that.
100% agree with what you're saying. I just feel like I guess what I'm saying is I hope she can get past it
I hope she
because
can too,
he's a really good dude and he deserves a
and I
chance.
agree.
Yeah.
See, guys,
So
we really agree. We just have to fight
we do.
about it first.
Well, I think sometimes I just come at things like in a certain way and I need to be reminded like of the other point of view sometimes. And
Right.
I'm okay with that.
I hear
I
you.
widely admit when I'm wrong about things. Okay. So Chloe and Michael get to the couples retreat. This is the fucking best. Okay, they get there and they're sitting down. And they're like, "So how's everything going?" And Austin's like, "Well, Becca's in the room puking and fighting for her life.
Thank
Uh
fucking God, because he
Emily's
was like
Emily's in the
thrilled.
hospital fighting for her life. Cam's having emergency heart surgery fighting for his life, and Lauren and Orion are divorced.
Uh,
So, things are great."
and Lauren is basically fighting for her life to get away from Orion. Right?
Yes.
So bad.
So they have a private chef. Why would they get
Why?
a private chef?
Well, they said that they didn't wanna, like, waste all of their time in the kitchen, that they want like, somebody
Don't
brings
you
it up.
love cooking together though? Like, isn't that fun? Like, if you and I and Timmy and Patrick were away somewhere, like, it would be so much fun to cook a meal. Like, they
It
used to do that in previous seasons.
it totally would, but when you
Yeah,
have I wouldn't want 6 fucking people in the kitchen, get out of my way.
true. I remember them doing this in previous seasons though,
Me
and they would
too.
cook.
Me too,
Yeah,
totally. But I also think it's also kinda cool to be like, "Hey, let's go to this place and just have somebody wait on us, and let's just" like, that can be
that's
fun
true.
too.
That's true. So at dinner, Orion is trying to say how he wants to build a bridge, Stephanie. I was
No.
terrorizing Stephanie yesterday
Yes, she
with
was.
screenshots of Orion saying he wants to build a bridge.
And I was just sending back, like, fire emojis and
Mhm.
bombs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Guys, I'm cooking
I'm
something up for our social media for Valentine's Day, so just stay tuned. Oh, you would have seen it by now. This is going to air Thursday. They will have seen it by then. So if
I'm
you didn't see it yet, go back and look. There's some very special people who are wishing the backdoor friends happy Valentine's Day.
oh, dear Lord, have
Okay.
mercy, I'm scared.
So Orion, he wants to build this bridge after their 10-day marriage.
I
And she's
fucking
a
hate him.
fucking boss, and she says nothing.
She
He's even like, "Is there something you would like to say in response to my bridge building?"
she's like, "I'm just gonna drink my wine." And I'm like, "Go girl! Go girl, yes!"
So now they play an
So
embarrassing
baller.
secrets game, and we learn that Michael used to have an afro. Okay.
Shocker. There was nothing scandalous about any of these. This was so stupid.
Chloe's was a little
That was
wild.
so stupid. I thought it was
Um
dumb.
Somebody used
Uh,
to have a bowl cut and a perm, and that was
okay,
Claire.
Claire.
Now, let's talk about what Austin did, Steph. Tell everybody.
I like I open mouth kissed a donkey, a dolphin.
Sir, stay away from donkeys. Stay the fuck away from wildlife.
Well, because I'm like so religious and like I don't like my wife. I really like
I had my
dolphins.
eyes on them later when they go to the wolf sanctuary because I'm like,
I
stay away from that
know.
wolf.
Yes, protect the
Jesus.
wolves, please, at
God.
all cost.
If I was Becca, I'd be like, you wanted to practically fuck a donkey and you're not over here making a move on me?
A dolphin.
No,
I said a donkey, and then I made you say it.
it is a donkey.
It was a donkey. I thought it
It
was a
was a
dolphin.
donkey. No, it was a donkey. How are you going to open mouth kiss a dolphin?
Dude, you have never seen
They're so
people swim with
slippery. How do you hold
dolphins?
on to them?
Was it a donkey? Now I'm confused.
It was
God
a
damn it.
donkey. Oh, we need to look. How do
God
we find
damn.
this?
I don't know. No, we can't.
Did Austin MAFS kiss a donkey?
I wrote dolphin, but then I said donkey, and then I confused
It's
myself.
definitely donkey.
Are you
Because
sure?
I wrote donkey too.
Oh, why did I say dolphin?
And I watched it
Whatever.
twice. And I remember thinking, like, that's so weird. And even Chloe's like, well, I like donkeys, but they shouldn't be accosted. You know what I mean? Like, leave them alone.
I'm not gonna lie. I accost my animals every day.
Yeah, but do you open mouth kiss
I
farm
mean,
animals?
I would just because I like
No.
if no, like okay. So if here's the thing, if I was on a farm and like I was walking up and hanging out with some cows because they're my buds and we're just like hanging in the hay.
Cows, I'm fine with. I can outrun a cow. Fine with it.
Shut up. But like, and like that cow was all like, and like all up and
Nope.
like licking my face. I'd be like,
Nope.
yeah, buddy, and I would
Nope.
kiss it
No.
back. Yeah,
I
that would
would
be
let the cow lick my face. I
yeah.
would not lick the cow's mouth.
Well, I wouldn't lick the cow's
Well, he
mouth.
says he open mouth kissed the donkey.
Amy, he's disgusting. I'm just saying. I
Whatever.
love animals and I would kiss them too. But I
Now
He should keep his scruffy bad breath to himself.
Now Chloe says, I poured an entire Jaeger bomb all over Benji from Good Charlotte.
Like, what?
I don't know how I feel about her.
I know this was the one area for her that I was like,
Yeah.
ugh.
She's like, I was at an NSYNC party. Like, it was very name droppy. It was weird.
Yes.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was. I felt like she was trying to like big sister them.
Like,
Like, oh, I did this cool thing. I
maybe
don't know. It
she's
just felt
too
weird.
old for this shit. I don't know. Maybe she's like, this is stupid, but I'm sure you
Could
have
be.
more embarrassing of a moment. I mean, I
Oh,
could give you 10 off the
10.
top of my head.
Same.
Okay. So Austin's like, how were you at an NSYNC party? And she doesn't answer him. She just goes, well, I was 21 and full of hope. Well, that doesn't
What?
answer the question.
Yeah, no,
How
sir.
were you
Ma'am.
in proximity to Benji from Good Charlotte at an NSYNC party? This is
Mm-mm.
wild.
Wild.
Orion and Lauren talk. These are just highlights. I'm just
Oh
going
no.
through highlights. It's
Oh no.
not exactly a summary.
Orion forces Lauren
Mhm.
to talk again.
Steph, he wants to build a bridge.
That bridge, I'm gonna take that bridge down, brick by brick,
I'm
board by
burning that
board.
bridge to the ground.
That motherfucker's getting blown up.
He wants to team up and be partners in their divorce. And she's like, we weren't even partners in our 10-day marriage, motherfucker. What are you talking
Tell me
about?
that wasn't the greatest line. I am
Ugh,
so fucking proud of her for
I'm here for her.
fucking me too. She was everything this episode.
She and Michael are the couple we all need.
I know. Although I think Becca and Michael could be a great
Becca
match
would have been
too.
good, but I think Lauren really would have leaned
I
into
know.
Michael's eccentric nature. He would have
I
liked it.
agree with you.
So, all right. He's very sorry that he didn't let her feel like a team in their
Fuck off,
marriage.
Orion.
And he says he does need to be more intentional about his communication, but he's afraid to say something wrong. And I wrote, fuck off.
Fuck
All
off,
of what you say
Orion.
is wrong.
Mm-hmm. Fuck off, Orion. Fuck off,
If you
Orion.
answer the phone and say hello, that's wrong.
That's
Everything you say is wrong.
I hand you something and you say thank you. You're
That's
wrong.
wrong.
Yes. I hate
Mm.
him. You
Okay.
guys, why is
Emily
he
shows
still
up.
here?
Emily shows up. She's looking like Big Baby out of Toy Story. She rolls
Yeah.
in there. She's beat to hell. I feel bad for
Oh,
the poor
poor
girl.
girl.
She says it was icy and she hit a tree. And she said Brennan was the only one who acted with urgency. And I don't doubt that. He was good in an emergency.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And she says without her helmet, she could have died. I
Yeah,
see
I
that.
think, yeah, I could see it too.
So the girls have a small girl sesh where they do girl stuff. I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing. There looked like there was tea. Maybe I don't
Yeah,
fucking know.
it was lame.
Brennan and his bros are playing poker. 'Cause that's what guys do. Chloe is talking about her Michael. She says she really likes him.
Mm-hmm.
At poker, at bro poker. I'm calling it bro poker.
Oh, I like that. Bro poke. Bro poke.
Michael
There we go.
bro poke. Michael talks about wearing Chloe's earrings and Brennan has questions. Brennan's like, "Is this a joke? Do you really do it?" You know, he's confused by this.
Yeah, but I don't think, again,
I don't
even
think he
I'm
was
gonna,
offensive.
I
He
don't think
wasn't
it was
offensive. No.
offensive.
Mm-mm.
No.
So Chloe says he is high fashion to the max. And I wrote, no, he's not. He's fashion forward,
Yeah.
right? Is that a better
Well,
term? Like he's
I don't
thinking
know.
outside the box. Like high fashion is like, I'm only wearing Louboutins. I'm only like, you know what I mean?
But
That's the only name brand I know.
I think what
And their
she's
shoes.
getting at is, like, at the wedding and, like, when she went to his apartment, like, his friends, everybody talked about, like, how much money he spends on clothes. That's
Maybe.
how I
Maybe.
took
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
when she
Maybe.
said hi, like, that's how
Yeah.
I interpreted that.
So Orion asks Brennan if he and Emily are more than friends now. And he gives a non-answer. You know, as he always does.
As
We're
he
working on
always
it. We're
does.
seeing this through. We're in each other's lives for a reason. People come into your life for a reason, not a season. Like it's so stupid.
Stop. Who's
So
giving him the cue cards is what I wanna know.
I
Like,
know.
somebody's handing him cue cards. Like, he's just someone's handing him, like, here are
Yeah.
appropriate
Yeah.
one-liners,
Yeah.
and he's
Oh,
just remembering them.
you
Oh, yes, I know.
yeah. You were just reminded me.
And
I
here
don't
we go.
have my little note card, so I'll just have to make do. Okay. I am very happy with the forward progress that Emily and I are making. We are in each other's lives for a reason. Okay.
And then we have Emily. So, like, Brennan was, like, so great when this happened, like, I don't wouldn't wanted, like, anyone else there with me, and, like, he was so great.
Mhm.
Oh
Mhm.
my
Mhm.
god.
So now they're doing yoga.
Can we stop
And
and
I
can I say something for a second?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
How bad does it your life have to be when, like, Brennan stepping up to the plate is, like, the
Because you've been
greatest
injured.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, damn,
Well,
girl.
so that was my okay, so this is not PC to say really.
That's
And
alright.
I'm not I'm not taking away from what Brennan did, but like what choice did he have?
Exact
Is
he
the other
didn't have
option he's
one.
just gonna run away crying and never see her
No.
again?
So
Like he
he's
did
not.
what any human needed to do in that situation.
Right, and if you remembered, because I caught this twice, when the paramedics or whatever, when they all got there, somebody said, "You need to go in the ambulance with her." And I
Yes.
think it was somebody telling him he had to go
What
with
to do.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, this was not his no,
Yeah.
no.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So
Dang it.
they do yoga, and I don't know if you saw the hot yoga guy. There was the
Yes,
instructor and some dude
yes,
helping her.
yes,
Whew.
he was fucking smoking.
And
So
I
I need
noticed
to
him and
talk about
Lauren making some eyes.
ooh, I
Just gonna
hope
say
you're
that.
right.
Hmm.
I just have to say, as somebody that loves yoga,
Hmm.
the fact that Brennan fucking wouldn't stop talking
Hmm.
during yoga and
Hmm.
Austin showed up with a fucking sandwich.
Yeah,
Fuck off, you fucking assholes. Nobody eats during yoga. What an
I know.
asshole. Why
I
am
know.
I was why is that bothering me as bad as it is? I just
Well,
can't
I just have that
stand him.
they do open heart chakra, open throat chakra,
Yep,
and some hottie is there, and they keep forcing Lauren to talk to Orion.
I
That's what I
know.
have.
It's so bad.
We see Austin and Becca chatting about his slower intimacy speed.
You
We'll get more of
guys.
them at the end. Let's save our rage.
Okay.
She says, she would like him to flirt, grab a boob, do something, you know.
Something.
Orion and Lauren talk, and he says, "Thank you for bringing these two people." They're like in a field somewhere.
Yeah, fuck
It
off.
was spiritually opening for me. And she flat out tells him, "There's no value in having a friendship with you.
That was so great. Tell me that
Like, I'm
wasn't
done."
so great.
Mhm.
I am here for her this week.
I'm here for her too. She's shutting him down in all the right ways.
Mhm.
And she's telling us without telling us that what he's saying on camera does not match. I mean, she's sort of saying it directly, but what he is saying off camera does not match what he's saying on camera. Now,
Right.
Emily, you need to say the same shit about Brennan, and then we
And
can
I
move
love
forward.
that she does it in a way that she's so fucking respectful, but still tells him to fuck off without
Yeah.
saying fuck
She's
off.
she is
She's
fucking
so great.
class.
I love her. I
Yep.
love her. Like,
So
I want to be her friend.
I want to talk about this obstacle course that they do. Because I have a
Mm.
real problem with this.
I wrote ninja thing stupid. I'm done.
Here's why I have a problem with it. As a fat person in my 20s,
Mm.
can we stop forcing people to do physical activities on group retreats and stuff like that? Because it is ableist and it's gross and it has pissed me off. Like the yoga, fine. Even if you can't get into the yoga poses or you're embarrassed to show your body, which a lot of larger people
But
can feel
here's
that
the
way,
thing.
myself included, you can
Yoga
at
is
least sit and
literally
meditate.
yoga is for everybody. That's exactly
Yes.
it. Yep.
Yes. But this kind of shit isn't. And I kept thinking to myself, if I was on this retreat, I would not be able or comfortable doing this. And then you look like an idiot. Like it's
So
so, guys, just don't do this kind of stuff.
so here's the thing though. Like, even to say, like, you're saying, like, as a heavy person in my 20s, like,
But
in
as
my
a person who's differently abled,
but
a
here's what I was
person,
gonna say, like, it's not even about weight, because
right.
I remember being in my early, like, super early 20s and very late teens, really struggling with these physical things, like in gym class at
Yes.
school and being
Yes.
forced to do that shit, and I
Yeah.
was I was small then. I mean, I've
Like
been big and I've been small, but what I'm saying is, like, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, so, like, I don't have very strong muscles. I
it's
never did.
ableist. It's
It's evil. Yeah,
ableist.
like, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it either, so it's not
Mhm.
just a weight thing, like, it's not.
It
I have
just
no
pisses
strength.
me off. It pisses me off.
I know. I
Like,
know, I'm with
I
you.
can remember a couple years ago, my company used to do retreats.
Mm,
And for the retreat, we were kicking around ideas. And one of them was like to go, uh, help me,
I
like do
don't
an obstacle course in the Poconos somewhere, like
Oh,
a
I know what you mean. Like a
whatever.
what is that called? My god.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. I
Like
wanna
you would,
say
you would
Procore, but I know that's not it, but, like,
something
I
like
it
that.
has a name. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, and I was the only heavy person in the department. And I was like, there's no way I can do this. And you're embarrassed to
Mm,
say there's no way you can do this. And so I literally sweated about that and had
oh,
anxiety
I
about that
hate
for
that for you.
months thinking about it.
I don't like
And then
that.
finally somebody hurt their leg and they were like, "Oh, we can't do this, so we're going to go do a paint and sip." Great. A
Is it
paint and sip is
parkour?
something everybody could do. Parkour. Yeah.
Parkour, yeah. Yes.
Um paint and sip is something everybody could do. Like, think about accessible activities for people.
Yes.
We don't have to do
Dude,
stuff like this.
they're doing this on The Golden Bachelor. What the
I
fuck?
know. I know. I know. It's just it's ableist and pisses me off.
Uh-huh,
But anyway,
uh-huh.
okay.
I'm with
And you're
you.
right. There's a lot of people like with Becca having just had surgery. Maybe she can't
Yes.
do it.
Dude, I've
Like,
had
come on.
3 knee reconstructions. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do that kind of shit. There's no way. And I'm not big anymore. I
Mm-mm.
was at
Mm-mm.
one point, but, like,
No.
I couldn't do that shit at
No.
any size just because of my physical limitations.
But you
Pisses
know
me
who
off.
can do it? Michael.
Brrr. Brokeback Prince.
Brokeback Prince is really nailing this. I mean, he
Oh,
is.
I'm not gonna lie, it was really fucking sexy.
It was hot. It was
It was
hot.
hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
How about Claire's
So
like, "That's your man."
I know, I know, I know. So later, Michael's taking a bath. That's
That
hot.
was hot. Whew, that bathtub was bubbling over.
He's hot.
He's
Like,
hot.
I have it for him.
I do too. I do too.
They chat about, well, I have to say something. So if you guys just start listening to us or maybe don't remember why we call him Broke Down Prince, again, when we first met him, he does these very over the top poses in his
Dude,
ITMs where
here's the
he's
thing.
like in
Yeah,
a tux with the
the
tie
tie off,
loose and
but, like, the background had, like, purple lighting, like
yes,
a Purple Rain
this
video.
bathtub gave me
Oh,
Brokeback Prince,
yes.
Broke Down Prince. You say
Broke down.
back, broke back, and you're getting me doing it.
But
Broke
I'm let
Down
hold up,
Prince.
everybody. If you haven't listened, my brain can't say broke
Right. She doesn't mean
down.
anything
I
by it. She's
can't, like,
just, yeah.
my
Yeah.
brain won't say it. I get like, I stumble over those words every time. I
But
don't know
him being
why.
in that
The
tub
roadblock.
gave me vibes of like, oh, I just finished shooting When the Doves Cry. I
Yes.
gotta relax.
Yeah. You know, he's, like, sipping on something delicious in
Wait,
there and
When the
just,
Doves
like,
Cry is Prince, right?
of course,
Okay.
Amy.
I thought I just had a stroke.
When
I
the
was like, wait a
doves
second.
cry. Of course. I
Okay.
mean, I'm here for anything Prince
I
related.
love Prince. That
Me
halftime
too.
show he did, that was the best one.
Dude, I
Okay.
just love Prince,
I
period.
love him too. So Chloe comes in, and I don't know how she didn't rip her clothes off and get in that tub with him, but she didn't.
Well, I think she thought that was sexy, though.
Yeah, a
She
man taking a
says it.
bath is sexy.
Yeah. Well, in the way that he was.
That's what I'm saying. Like leaning into his feminine side is
Yeah.
sexy to me. I don't know. So, and when I say feminine side, it's because
Oh, stop.
most of us
Yes.
take a bath.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
So they're talking about the other couples, and they're like, Chloe's like, wow, did not expect everyone to be in literal triage. Like, this is
Literal.
crazy.
Mhm.
And she's like, we're doing so much better, blah, blah, blah. Like, they have a nice talk. You know who doesn't have a nice talk?
Mm.
Austin and Becca.
This
Becca,
motherfucker.
do the
Becca.
Cam voice for me.
Becca. Becca. Cameron here.
Where's
I'd like
Cameron?
to
Should we
know how
let's pipe
Becca's
him in.
doing.
Let's pipe him in. Hold on, hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
Cameron, we have Cameron on the line. Cameron,
Hello,
why don't you give
Amy.
us some thoughts of how the couples retreat is going in your opinion from the hospital?
Well, I'm in the hospital because I was having problems with my heart flutter, and I've been watching, and I will say that Orion is still on the top of my list because he's my BFF. However,
God, that's a hot take.
however, Austin really needs to get over his shit with Becca because Becca's a nice girl, and I think that she deserves some love.
Do you think Austin needs to bang Becca?
I think Austin needs to go and bang a donkey.
Oh,
and
okay.
Becca can do so much better.
Okay. All right. What are you
If she
feeling,
doesn't get away from him, she's gonna end up with a heart flutter. So
Cam? What are
Becca,
you feeling?
when you get your heart flutter, you call me and I'll
Oh,
help you.
she's gonna get one too. Okay.
Okay.
What do you feel about Brennan and how he stepped up during this emergency?
Oh, Brennan, he's just a top-notch kind of guy.
Did he
You know.
help you during your emergency?
Well, not necessarily, but I know he wanted to, but he was so focused
Mm,
on
mm,
Emily.
mm.
I mean, he's
Okay.
got his own marriage to worry
Yes.
about.
Yes. All
So
right,
nice
Cam. Well,
talking to you, Amy. I've got
Cam,
to go and deal with my heart.
can you just say ticker for me? Because I like when you talk about your ticker.
My ticker. I love your ticker, Amy. I
All
love
right.
your
See
ticker.
you soon, Cam. Can't wait till you come back to the show you're supposed to be on.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
Bye.
So Austin doesn't know the difference between a cold and a
And a
stomach flu.
stomach bite. I can't.
Okay.
There is nothing I like about him anymore. I've decided everything he does irks the fucking shit out of me.
And we will talk about that because we're on the same page here. Let me get through this scene
I know.
and
I'm
then we need
sorry.
to
I
rage.
keep
Okay.
interrupting because I'm
No, no,
raging.
no. You're fine. They talk about how rejected she feels, and he's like, I'm kind of tired of having this conversation.
Fuck off, sir.
She says, there have been some nights that were, not what I thought they were going to be. And I wrote, you don't only have to bang at night. You could bang,
I
I
know,
don't know,
dude.
right now. You
I
could do it
know.
right now as you're having
I
this
know.
conversation. And he says, I do want you. And I thought you believed me. And she's like, I do want to believe you. Then he says,
Oh,
this motherfucker
this
says,
fucker.
well, I was kind of hoping tonight would end on a good note and we could, bang it out, but you ruined it. That's
Mm-hmm.
essentially what he's saying.
That is literally what he said without saying.
Mm.
I hate him. How dare he? Do you know what, Amy? He was thrilled that she got sick. He was thrilled because it took the pressure off him. And
Here's
I
the deal with
also
him.
think,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going.
no, I need to rage.
Yeah.
I also think that first night, I think he got trashed on purpose because
Mm.
he was a nervous fucking wreck about her expecting him to do it, and he just doesn't want to. I don't know why. I don't even care why anymore. I just need him to fucking go away.
So
I
that's
think
the
though that
irritating thing
I
is
think he got trashed on purpose.
that's the irritating thing. Like if this was truly about because we talked about this last week, how if the
Mhm.
gender roles were reversed, we wouldn't be like, oh, Becca, why don't you bang him? Why don't you bang him?
Nope.
But he needs to say, look,
Mhm.
I'm not comfortable having sex while we're filming the show. I'm
Yep.
taking it off the table. When the cameras go away and we ride off into the sunset, we could bang, 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 bang our way through town. But I'm not comfortable and it's not going to happen. But he doesn't have the core ability to have hard conversations. He's a people pleaser and he
Mhm.
doesn't know how to have that hard conversation with her, which is either I'm not attracted to you
Yep.
or I'm not comfortable doing this on camera. So he lives in this space of like inauthenticity,
Always.
if that's
It
how I describe it. Like there's
Yeah, he is.
something you're not saying.
Mhm.
What is it?
100%. 100%. I have no idea. I'm at the point, dude, I don't even fucking care. I just want him to disappear.
Yeah,
I
and it's making her, like you said last night, it's
Mhm.
gaslighting because it's making her, he's
Mhm.
saying, I want you, I want you, I want you, but he's not doing it. And
I
it
know.
is literally driving this poor
R
girl insane.
Insane. I
And
know.
we can all see it.
Yes.
So,
I
like,
know.
he's not, he's trying to gaslight her, but dude, we see what you're doing to her.
Yes, we all see it.
It
I
drives me insane. It
It's
drives
driving
me
me
fucking
insane too.
crazy.
I'm
Like, do
over
not
him.
put her through this.
No. And dude, when we first started covering this show, I was all in on
I thought
these
he was a
2.
good
Me
dude. And I
too.
still don't think he's a terrible
No,
guy.
I don't think he's a terrible guy either, but I do think he's a liar, and that's a problem for
I
me.
think he is a guy, and I know people like this in my life, and I have been this person in my
Mhm.
early 20s where you're such a people pleaser, you don't know how to have hard conversations and let people down or hurt people, but
Mm.
you don't realize you're hurting that person by not having that conversation. He doesn't
Yes.
have the core confidence to be able to have that conversation.
Well, it's either is he, like, in denial about it? Like, maybe he I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I
I
don't know.
can't I'm so tired of speculating with this fucker.
I
Like, I
just think
can't.
Becca would respect him if he was like, "Look, like I said before, like, this is
Yeah,
against my beliefs. I'm not comfortable with it."
I know.
Becca's not gonna force him to have sex with her.
No,
But right
he's not.
now,
She's not.
she is pleading for her worth. Like, she
I
is
know.
like, please love me," because he's saying
I
that
know.
he's attracted to her.
I
It
know.
it drives me crazy.
Because
Okay,
he's lying.
he's
He's
lying.
gotta be lying.
He's
And I
lying.
hate to say that because I don't want him to be lying because that's hurtful to her, but he's fucking lying.
Yeah, I don't hate him. I
Mm.
just think he doesn't know how to have tough conversations, and
No,
this is one that has to be had.
I'm beginning to hate him. He intentionally gaslit her. And that was
Yeah.
intentional. He got drunk on purpose because he was nervous about I'm telling you he did.
Mhm.
That was
S
all him not knowing what to do because he knew he had to perform and
Mhm.
he either doesn't want to or he can't, but instead of just saying it again, we're going to continue to lie.
Yep.
But like sleeping in the other room, dude. Come
And
on.
you're lying by omission. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, not saying it is
Yes.
just as bad.
Yes.
Alright, so the next day, they're all packing, and Becca and Austin, it's dead silence. And she's like, "I was hoping we would connect," and he tells her, like, "I can't keep having this conversation, opening this fresh wound."
Mhm.
And, he ends up apologizing a little bit. They hug, she's, like, crying. It's a non-apology like we
Yeah.
get from all these
Yep.
men on this
Yep.
show.
Yep.
Then they leave, and Becca and Austin have this weird little side trip where they go to see wolves?
What was this?
I don't
What
know.
was this?
I don't know, but this lady says to them, are you ready for this? Now picture
Mm.
this. You and I walk into a wolf reserve, okay?
Which I
Wolves.
would love, by the way.
I would love to pet the wolves, but the lady says, "This wolf will give you kisses, and if you need to let her, because if you turn your head, she'll rip you to pieces." I was like, "Oh my
Oh.
god." No, she said, like, if you turn your head, she'll be offended. And I'm thinking, what is she gonna do if I offend her? Is she gonna eat me?
Aw.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was
I
scary.
would have just kissed her.
I would have too, but I don't want to be told that an animal will hurt me if I don't let it kiss me.
You will
I
get
was,
assaulted.
I was scared.
Mm.
They talk about moving forward, and I just wrote, I literally cannot take notes on this anymore. That's it. We're done.
I know. It was bad.
We're done. We're on episode 17. How much longer can they do this?
I don't
How much
know. How
longer?
is it 17?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's so wild, isn't it?
So next time on,
Mm.
Chloe and Michael have a party at which Chloe is voicing that everything is moving so quickly and she's overwhelmed. Then we see her
Yeah.
later saying she needs to take some days away, and she packs her shit up and she leaves. And
Well,
Michael is
that's what
devastated.
we think we don't really know.
That's what we see. I don't know, where
But
she's
we just
going
see her walking out of the door and him closing it. Like she
with a
could have been.
suitcase.
Oh, did she have a
Yeah,
suitcase?
she
I
had her
just saw her with
suitcase.
her bag. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So,
a purse.
so, mm.
Oh.
Cam returns, and he's
Uh-huh.
chatting with this bro Brennan about how
Mm.
he wants to do it. He wants to say yes on decision day to Claire.
I'd like to say yes on decision day
Hmm.
to Claire.
Becca and Austin are in a hot tub, and she's once again apologizing to him
I
for what we
know.
don't know.
I
Becca,
know.
stop. Emily says she appreciates Brennan.
Emily's kissing his ass so bad, and
It's
I
bad.
hate that.
It's bad.
She is, and I feel
Hmm.
bad. Like she's now, I think, looking a little bit desperate,
Yes.
and
Amanda
I hate
calls
that
it,
for her.
Amanda the other day said, hustling for your worth. And that's what
Yes.
Emily's doing. Hmm.
Yes.
And then Pepper and Castor Pal are called in to mediate this Becca and Austin
Yes. I can't
situation. And
wait to
I
see
hope
this.
Dr. Pepper says, why are
Yeah.
you not having sex with her?
Mhm. Mhm. I
She
know.
needs
I
to
hope
read
so
this
too.
motherfucker for filth.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Castor Pal.
And she needs to say, once again, I'm not saying that he has to have sex with her,
Nope.
but he
Nope.
has to give her a reason why he won't. And if he's too traditional and it doesn't align with his values, then he needs to just say
Say
that.
that.
If
Mhm.
anybody is going to appreciate that and
It's her.
respect that, it's going to be
It's
her.
Becca. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I
It's
know.
wild. It's wild, dude. Wild.
I know.
I think we've said it all.
But just like I feel like Brennan needs to just be fucking honest and say that he's not into Emily at all
Yeah.
because he's just not.
Yeah.
Although I did you see somebody, spoiler alert, so if you don't want to hear this, just shut it off.
Jump ahead.
I'm like, shut it off. I saw somebody online said that the reason he
I saw
decided he
this.
didn't like her is because she was burping and farting in bed
I saw
and being
this.
like gross. Somebody said she peed the bed or peed
I don't know.
herself or
I
something
don't
when she
know.
was drunk. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
if it's true. I'm just telling you that's what
I
I
don't know if
saw.
that's true. I mean, women fart. Here's a news flash. People fart,
Mm.
bodies fart.
I'm not
So,
gonna lie,
I
I
don't
hate
know.
farting. I mean, I know everybody does it, but I will tell you what, when someone farts in front of me, I get really grossed out. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
hear it. I don't want to see it or
Yeah.
smell it. Like, I don't care that you do it. Just go in the other room and do it.
Yeah, I don't know
Like, it's
if
not a
that's true or
joke.
what's happening, but
Oh, I don't know either. I'm just
who
thought I'd give
knows?
my opinion
Yeah.
on
No, no, no.
farting
I
as a
saw it
whole.
too. I saw it too. I saw it too. All right, guys, if you haven't already, stay tuned for Steph and I covering Prison Brides.
Oh, that shit's getting good.
It's going to get good. It's
It's
going to
getting
get
good.
good.
It's getting good.
They made a mistake with the production of it. We'll talk more about it
Yeah, I think so
on the
too.
episode, but they saved all the action for the back half.
Yep.
And they should have had some of it in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just yeah, I agree.
Pace
I
those
agree.
stories out a little better. Mhm.
Yep, yep.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Join our Facebook group, Fat Gore. Fat Gore? Fat Gore?
Fatcore.
Is that a
Parkour,
thing?
fatcore, porkcore. We don't.
Backdoor Friends. And grab yourself some merch.
Amy, I got my shirt
Oh,
and
you
my
did.
magnets.
You
It's
did. We
so
saw the
cute.
picture. Very cute. Very
Yep, yep,
cute.
yep. Love it.
And jump over to our Patreon if you want to hear some sister wives and some documentaries. We're doing, my sister and I are dropping on, when's the 15th?
Friday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
My sister and I are dropping, so today we are dropping Hell Camp Teen Nightmare. Yeah.
Yep.
The Netflix doc on Ladies of a Certain Age tier. So head on over that and listen to that for some sister love, as I'm calling it. Yeah. All right, Steph, thanks, and I'll see you guys later.
Love your bones. Bye.